So as we have seen, the project name is Local Network Security. Network security, as the name suggests, has become the need of the hour. And if we are not careful in implementing it the right way, it may lead to loss of wealth as well as property, which is a very dangerous thing nowadays. Working here at Baiju classes, I found out that network security is of utmost importance. Baiju classes is an educational technical company that relies on original content of videos and course content, lectures, as well as everything to nourish students in their educational field. So here the importance of network security to prevent attacks and to keep the content original was of utmost importance. Another thing was to find out who is trying to attack, who is trying to steal the data. That was the task assigned to me there. So how do we proceed with this? There are few techniques that are used to implement this. The first uses honeypots and the next honeynets. Okay, we'll move on. We'll show you what basically a honeypot is. As you can see, honeypot is nothing but an external network that is connected to the system to enhance, to invite the attackers to come and attack the surface, and in the process we note what the attacker signatures are, what the keystrokes are, and what is he trying to do basically. Okay, moving on forward, as you can see, this is honeynet. Honeynet is nothing but honeypot with a firewall. This ensures that the honeynet, that the attackers does not move to the other systems that are aligned in the same system and in the same network. Okay, because theft nowadays is become a very problem. There are many types of there are basically two generations in which they work. Basically generation 1 is more general and allows entry into the honeypot, allows the attacker to do its tasks and notes its signatures. It is not basically very safe because it is a firewall 2 entity, and the attacker can evaluate the entries that he has already done. So move on to a much safer option. We have generation 2, which is a firewall 3 option, more specific in nature, encrypted in settings, and does not allow notes the keystrokes as well as the signature, and does not allow the firewall the user, the attacker that has attacked, to move forward and evaluate the data that has been there. There are many types of attacks. Basically, some are direct attacks that are caused, that attempt to achieve a specific function. Example, getting a card details of a specific person. That will be a direct attack. And the indirect or random attacks are the ones that are intended in general. Like, okay, I hit the account holders of all the SBI people and try to get their data. It is like just checking if the doors of car are open. One in 1,000 will definitely be open. It is just a hit and trial method. Okay, so now we move on to the implementation phase. We first check the 3 parts of a honeypot. Okay, that is domino, honeyed, and roux. Domino, and we finally decided to implement with roux because domino just monitors malicious activities and does not evaluate vulnerabilities. Honeyed, on the other hand, just evaluates vulnerabilities but does not monitor malicious activities. Roux is a real-time generation 2 which as well as monitors malicious activities. Along with evaluating vulnerabilities, it notes the real-time signature as well as the keystrokes. Roux was set up using a honeypot, honeywall, and a bare metal PC. Okay, now I'll show you some screenshots of the implementation. Here it is. This one is the connected honeypot setup. As you can see, the operating system, the services, the traps, notification, everything is configured. And this one shows the attacks, the type of protocols, and the attacks. As you can see the graph, the attacks in the last 24 hours, they are disfigured. There's no random pattern, just the type of attacks that are happening. These, on the other hand, show the protocol, the attack, their class, and the port and ID number on which they have attacked. Okay, as if you check that, okay, we need to find if the date and time is accurate, to find if the attack, or to generalize when the attack is taking place, how is it happening or what is not. And we also need to check if interval checking the date and time should be accurate, as we are dealing with very careful data and we need to know when the attack was taking place. we also need to check if the internally inbound and outbound access is okay. And along with that, externally inbound and outbound access is required for the honeypot to function correctly. If we see the IPs are not able to reach honeypot, then our sole purpose of installing a honeypot is lost. It also needs to resolve many DNS queries which come its way. There are some things in which honeypot is not fully functional, like it doesn't automatically respond to protocols like TCP, UDP, etc. In the coming days, it will automatically respond as developments are being taken place. In the end, I would like to conclude by, see, no software is perfect, no software is complete. See, we can improve it in many ways. Data mining techniques could be applied to honeypots to analyze the attacker data as well as determine the nature of attacks and implement secure channels to prevent those. Thank you.